And so yesterday, you get the luxury of only having to use your starting pitcher, John McCullough, going 7 innings. And even though it was a 9-inning scheduled game, it only went 7 because of the run rule. Yeah. Today, you get 6 innings from Burgert. And I don't think he was super high in the pitch count. Probably could have gone another inning if needed, but you feel pretty good about the bullpen. What went into the decision to call upon Caden Wood and then use Fravel the final 2 innings?
Yeah, so Brandon got a lot better as the game went on. I think everyone would agree it wasn't his best outing. But he was able to make some big pitches, settle in, limit them off the bases later in that game. And he was only at like 83, 85 pitches. We planned on sending him back out facing the bottom of the order. Figured we could get a few more outs from him and then go to Caden Wood hopefully when Santino Mara turned it over at the top potentially. But what ended up happening was, we scored a few runs that inning. I think it was a 2-run game,
yep.
2 outs maybe. And we had gotten Caden Wood hot to the point of where he would come in with maybe a base runner. But then the inning went on, and we thought we had enough time to get Caden heated up and go into that game. And at that point, we were just kind of get the shutdown inning there, maybe limit some of their hope. And then we kind of played it by ear later on. Derek Fravel, came in and competed. Didn't have his best stuff, but once he got in the zone, he made them beat him and got us a 0 and then shut the game down for us.
So for Burgert, obviously the only inning that he was touched up was the 3rd inning. He gave up a couple of runs, and really the error that he committed was the biggest blow in that one. He did struggle with his command early, but it never seemed like he allowed much hard contact. So what do you tell a pitcher when he's not giving up hard hit balls, but maybe just struggling to throw strikes?
Yeah, Brandon is a fantastic pitcher. And if you look at his numbers and his outings, what really beats him is those free bases sometimes. Granted, today they kind of piled together, maybe walked a few more than usual. But to be honest, it sounds cliche, but try to throw more strikes. We won't really tell him that. Maybe adjust some catcher, placement, trying to get him to command more pitches around the zone. And we got a really, really true zone behind the plate today, and it was awesome for our guys to play in and pitch in. And he was nibbling, and later in the game he was able to command it more with the off speed around there, get a little bit more swing and misses, get ahead, really just trying to throw towards the zone with intent, all of his pitches. We kind of let his stuff do the work because his stuff is so great, and hopefully that we can get some swing and miss and kind of get them guessing up there. But like you said, they didn't hit him hard. Rarely do people hit Brandon hard, but once he settled in and found the strike zone with all his pitches, he was really successful. Got a quick inning, I think, in the 4th, and then settled in the rest of the way.
Seems like your team's really well positioned from a pitching staff aspect. Obviously, your 2 starters going deep makes things a lot easier, and then you mentioned you're using 2 relievers today. How much of an advantage is that for Friday and potentially into Saturday? Huge.
Having guys rested, ready to go from a starting standpoint is huge, and then it's a luxury to have some bullpen arms ready and rested to go. At the end of the day, we're going to have to go out there and compete with our best stuff on the mound, limit free bases, and get the job done. Just next man up mentality. Hopefully, we can continue to take care of pitches and make the opposing team beat us. But, I can't, lie. We're in a pretty good position, but now we got to go out there and finish the fight a little bit. But yeah, I'm excited for the next few days, see how we perform, and hopefully, the culmination of the year continues to build.
It hasn't necessarily hindered you yet in these 2 games, but not having Kevin Voppel, I'm sure, that's got to be tough because he had been so good. But we saw him out there, I think, when Wood was warming up, he was by him. What is he doing still to make sure that he's a part of this team despite his injury?
Yeah, Kevin is a tremendous person, tremendous teammate. Being a first-year head coach coming in the fall, him along with that whole upperclassmen group of pitchers really made the transition easy. Helped me kind of blend what they've done and maybe some things that I wanted to implement. They did a great job. They work hard, tirelessly, and Kevin's carried that over. Since his injury, I think if you were just someone sitting in the stands, you wouldn't know if Kevin was injured. Besides for the fact that he was one of our best pitchers, he brings the energy. He's a tremendous teammate. He was kind of like our bullpen coach today. Making sure communication was good between myself, Maz, and the pitcher warming up. And Kevin's a tremendous leader. not only for our young pitchers but for our whole team. Making sure guys are bringing energy, understanding like the college baseball kind of grind, the ins and outs of the season. And I can't speak highly enough of Kevin and how he's handled the injury. Hopefully he continues to progress and heal as expected. And I'm excited for him to get back off the mound, but he's a tremendous teammate, tremendous person, individual.
Lastly, I know Coach Maz, when I asked him yesterday, what are you going to do the rest of the day? And he said, I'm going to work. Now, it's a little bit different for the players because we just heard from Braden Durham. He said everyone needs to keep doing what they've been doing, whatever activity that is. You got to stay superstitious and keep it status quo. What's the plan for the rest of the day, knowing that you're not playing, but there's still 2 more games to be played here?
Yeah, I'm going to use an office quote here. I'm not superstitious, just a little stitious.
I used that yesterday.
Yeah?
I did.
I just probably watch the next 2 games, do a little bit more scouting. Really just, like Braden said, not really changing anything, but, not overcompensating for, not changing anything. For the most part, we'll probably get some food, relax, watch the games, and get ready to roll for tomorrow. It sounds, cliche and boring, but, it's really just another day. We do a great job of committing to the process of the season, trying to earn our 1% every day. And our guys, it's a true buy-in from them. So it's really, really just another day of trying to get better. And it's no accident some of the successes the guys are having.
Well, it's going to be hard to get much better after 2 incredible performances so far in this tournament. But Clay, thank you for taking the time doing this. Congrats on the victory. Keep it up tomorrow.
Thank you.
Clay Martin, first-year assistant coach for Seton Hill.